please read this disclaimer carefully before proceeding further. Hi traders, let's look at gold. Thanks for joining me in this analysis. My name is Vic. Gold had an amazing week last week and we were able to capitalize on that opportunity very well. Just to remind you where we are standing on higher time frame, I'll start from here. But before that, let me remind you of DXY as well, because a lot of traders think that DXY is inversely correlated to gold, which it is, but not all the time. So you need to keep an eye on DXY anyways. I have posted an entire analysis, top-down analysis of DXY on the channel, so if you haven't watched that, go and check it out. That is going to be very good for you before you actually start looking into gold. But just to show you what we are looking at is that if we bring this on and right, so we are here and we are expecting market to move upwards because now it is coming to close this gap. So there is a good possibility that the DXY may actually move upwards next week. However, on the monthly basis it may come back down once again. So there are both sides opportunities on long, opportunities on short on DXY, and similarly on gold we will have opportunities on both sides. So what do we have right now? Okay, so let's start with 12-month time frame, monthly time frame, so that we can see where we are standing. So we have this W pattern which we have been monitoring since August. Remember, we were able to take several short positions here on the completion of this W pattern, and then few long positions, and then short position, then long position from here, and finally we were able to take short position last week, and which turned out to be very good. And the reason behind that is because this is a channel which was running and the market was trying to create a fake breakout, and this is the fake breakout that we have discussed several times in our tuition classes, in our training class. Like most of the retail traders get stuck here. Most of the retail traders, when market starts to move in one direction, they think that it is going to break out because they already have the bias in their mind that this is just going to go away, this is going to be new high and all that. But we have methodology, we know exactly what to look for, and we were waiting for the market to reach a particular level to go for a short position. And now let's look at the daily time frame. But even before that, let's analyze this time frame. So even though this week has actually closed inside the channel, if you can see that, so something like this. So this is kind of like the flag pattern, or maybe like the channel, whatever. So this has actually come back inside now, which basically means that this is a fake breakout right here. And if it is a fake breakout, then the chances are that it may continue to go down. So that is what we are looking at. But if we go to the lower time frame, there may be an opportunity to go a little bit higher or back again. And remember, I am bullish on gold, but on the longer period on longer term, like multi-year time frame. So and another so it can actually go back up. If it actually comes back up and closes outside this channel, then it can continue to go upwards and may create all-time high as well. So that's a possibility on weekly time frame basis. If I go back to let me just quickly clean this up, and let me go back to our monthly time frame. Now on monthly time frame, the chances are that it can actually still fall back down to 1680 or 1700. But if you just pay attention to this particular candle, this is a very strong candle. The market actually reacted from there, but towards the end of this month it may actually turn back into a bullish candle, and that's what we have on DXY as well. So make sure that you watch the DXY analysis, because if you want to correlate this with DXY, they both make sense on monthly time frame. So if I come back to the daily time frame, what do we have? If I bring in original analysis, now this analysis, these levels and this analysis has been running for months now. I have not updated them. I've updated them very minutely, like here and there a little bit, but all of these levels actually have been working for months now. And this is the beautiful thing, like this is the zone that we were expecting. So we started from here. Remember, there was a gap here, around this level 1890 level or so. So market was expected to come down at some point in time to close this. Now this is a very strong move at the start of the year, and we knew that it was going to come to this FCP zone, then move into the next zone, and we were looking for market to fall back down from there. And this is what we discussed in previous week's analysis. Why is that? It's because of this supply zone. This is a huge supply zone. The market actually fell down from there, and there are 2 or 3 FCP patterns. If you are not sure, then there are one like this, then there is another one like this, and there is a smaller one. Actually, it's a weird one, but there is one here as well, which will complete with several things. So that's why it was supposed to fall down. But let me actually show you a few things which are very, very important here. First of all, let me draw your attention to this inverse head and shoulders which is forming right now. You see, this is left shoulder, this is head, and this is right shoulder. So there is a possibility that gold might actually start to move higher, and as I said, if it closes beyond that channel, then it can create all-time high. So you need to keep an eye on that. It is right now in an FCP zone, which is also showing me reaction from 1834 595 level, which is we already identified a few weeks ago. And if I go to the 4-hour time frame, this is a good rejection which is coming up. And what we can see that we have this M pattern as well. So all of this is telling me that it has a potential to go up next week a little bit like this, and we will follow these levels. Okay, these arrows are still there. You can just follow them as the levels are approached. So let me just clean them up a little bit. Okay, yeah, let's leave them there, because if the market actually goes beyond this FCP zone, then these arrows will still be applicable. So these are my zones and levels for the long position, and for the short position, obviously this one. And let's go back to daily time frame to find another one, because there must be one around here. So if I draw Fibonacci on this, yeah, it's perfectly into 61.8 right there, and right. So if it falls there, see, everything lines up automatically. I did not even bother to actually look at that. Most of these levels were actually drawn a few weeks ago, and that's the power of Fibonacci based analysis, Fibonacci confluence pattern analysis. Right, so this is what I've got on my update. So next week I'll be looking for a confirmation to go long from here, and that may not be a long for extended profit targets. I'll be looking for very short term long, because there is a good chance that it may fall down a little bit here as well, or maybe here. But this rejection is showing more chances of actually gold being long rather than actually being short. So I'll be waiting and waiting for my confirmation. And this trend line, this line that you see, is actually the channel line. So if the market actually goes and somehow in a week or so closes beyond, then I'm looking for huge long positions or something like that. Now let me show you another thing which is happening right now. This is what I envisage here, and what I envisage has been telling me that gold is expected to go down, further down, but because there is a color changing again here, so there can be little bit upward move here. And remember, in our Telegram group, I was able to actually give you a very good signal before it started to happen that the gold was going to go down, and this is the signal, right? The color changed from green to red, color changed from blue to red here. So that was aggressive sell, and if you wanted non-aggressive sell, then you would have waited for arrow, the close of this candle. You would have taken the short. This was your first profit target, and then you would have rolled your stops to continue in the trade. If you had gone to the 1-hour time frame, these are all the sells. Why looking for sells? Because the water curve trend is shifted. This trend, when it shifts, it actually creates huge possibilities, huge market runs. So the color changed from blue to red, and then we are looking for only short opportunities, because they will have better chances of winning. This is showing you higher time frame trend here. So if I go back to the 4-hour time frame, this is how it is looking. On daily time frame, this is how it is looking right now. It has obviously reached this profit target, which was long from here, and now it is showing me that it wants to fall down. And that is why if there is any opportunity to go long, I'll be not taking it for huge profit targets, because the market is still saying that it may go down. We are still in downtrend on the weekly time frame. Not much has changed, other than this higher time frame trend is still bullish. This water wave is also saying that bullish, but this is down. So it's kind of like, it's a tie between bull and bear right now. So I'll be very careful taking long here and short here both. So I'll be waiting for proper confirmations on lower time frames to look for any opportunity. Right now this is telling me that it wants to go down, and that is why I'll be very careful in taking long positions. So this is my analysis, and if you're interested in actually looking for trying this Water Envisage, or purchase this Water Envisage, then go and find the link in the description of this video. And if you enjoyed this analysis, if you found this useful, then make sure you hit the like button and share it with other traders and trading communities. Your support is going to run this channel for a longer period of time, and I'll keep on coming back with better and better analysis and better videos and better content for you. Thank you for thank you for joining me here. If you're interested in learning how to analyze the markets the way I do using Fibonacci Confluence, then head over to Vikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see Core Strategy Training Program. On this page you'll be able to see the testimonials of previous students, and also look at the brochure. The brochure has a lot more information, including the course structure and the Fibonacci Confluence Training Program curriculum. This is a very extensive program in which we cover basic core Fibonacci concepts along with the advanced concepts to analyze the markets with high probability. If you're interested in joining this program, come to Vikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see and submit this form.